In this video, I want to discuss the 10 key habits of self-made millionaires. Uh, I'd like to start by saying, the first habit is that they prioritize in continuous uh, uh, education. They surround themselves with the best people, read books, attend training sessions, and seek advice from experts. They also pretty much understand that acquiring new knowledge is crucial, especially when starting or growing a business. It can be challenging, of course. No one can shy away from that, especially doing it alone. So learning from others and staying informed gives them an edge. For example, individuals who know how to finance and acquire companies are the ones making significant profits. So the first step is always to invest in your own education. The second habit is that self-made millionaires engage in at least 30 minutes of exercise every day. This is essential because starting and growing a business is very stressful, often leading to anxiety, sleepless nights, constant worries about finances. Exercise helps reduce stress. It improves health and provides the energy needed to stay focused and follow through. Uh, Many successful business owners are shareholders uh, and they maintain their fitness routine, especially because it boosts their physical and mental energy. Very necessary for handling the demands of entrepreneurship. Realistically, you need to stay motivated to keep pushing forward. If you're starting a business and aiming to become a millionaire, mastering your mindset is very essential. Once you can control your mind, you can take control of your wealth as well. And remember, health is wealth. They say that, and it is true. In fact, you swap just one letter in the word wealth, and you get health. Your energy and physical well being directly impacts your ability to succeed. Many entrepreneurs focus on making money, but often it's their health and energy that determines their success. When you wake up feeling drained or unmotivated, it's your mindset and energy that helps you push through and stay on track. This is why work life integration is so important. Rather than just thriving or striving for work life balance, it's about how to bend and blend health, energy, and motivation into your daily life to stay productive and focused. The key to success is following through, and the fortune lies in the follow up. The third habit of self made millionaires is their ability to build meaningful relationships, not just make friends with everybody, but meaningful relationships. It's often said that it is not about who you know, but who knows you. Your network can be directly linked to your net worth. When I first got into real estate, my goal was to connect with people who had the right deals, and through just one relationship, I could make anywhere from 15,000 to 120,000 per deal. It was all about the right people who had access to the opportunities I was seeking at the time. The same thing happened when I started my speaking career. I looked up to top speakers like Tony Robbins, and I realized that if I could connect with his promoters, someone like John Lee, I might also get the chance to travel the world, share my message, and of course, impact people. Building the right relationships is about finding people who can support your journey. And trust me, it doesn't require knowing everybody. Often, just a few key individuals can make a huge difference. There's a concept called the 60 degrees of separation, which means that within just a few phone calls, you can connect with someone who could help you. someone who could change your life. But to get their support, you have to offer them value first. Creating a win win deal is crucial. When you help them without expecting anything in return, and the benefits will follow in time. Listen, when you build relationships, think about, you know, who you can help and how you can support each other. It's a 50-50 thing. It's a back and forth kind of thing. To get started, look at people's, online profiles and understand their needs. If you can find out what they're struggling with or what they require and can you can definitely reach out and offer help, which can often open doors to great conversation and opportunities, and possibly a long lasting partnership. The fourth habit of self made millionaires is an obsession with the process. Successful people understand that mastery comes from focusing on the details, the fine details of their specific craft. I remember when I first ventured into online businesses and social media, I wanted to learn how videos go viral. I was crazy about that thing. What made one video get a million views and while another didn't get a million views? That's when I discovered the concept of delayed explosion. I learned quickly that the beginning of a video is critical, especially in short form content, because that's where you capture people's attention. In the early days, my videos weren't getting, much attention, but I was determined to understand how the algorithm worked. Eventually, my persistence paid off, and I grew my following on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X to over 1 million. Now I'm applying the same principles to YouTube. By becoming obsessed with the process, I learned that the success doesn't come from just one thing. You have to try different things. It's a combination of factors that create the outcome that you are looking for. The key is to keep refining your approach and constantly learning, constantly reinventing yourself. For example, when starting a YouTube channel, success largely hinges on the consistency of your uploads. How often do you upload content? Having multiple channels is another strategy. I've seen that could make a difference and work really quick and fast. I have one channel with a few followers that generates about thousands of views, but I decided to create a new channel to show my community how you can start from zero and grow to a lot. The key here is cross pollination, using one channel to promote the other and using that other one to promote the others. Creators like MadPat and Mr. Beast, John Lee have mastered this by running multiple channels. And when they upload content on one, it can drive massive traffic across the other channels. Once you get deep into the process, you'll learn what works, what doesn't work, prioritize, and do the right thing. You can then focus on the strategies that yields more results for you and eliminate what doesn't, enabling you to level up. So this means you have to try. You have to keep trying and reinventing. This is why I always emphasize to my audience that to achieve the success that you want, you need to adopt the habits of self-made millionaires. All the successful people that I know, and I mean really successful, whether in trading, IT, real estate, online businesses, or even as influencers, they're all obsessed with the process. If you want to be a millionaire, you need to do what they do. Listen, you need to become fully immersed in the process. That's the only way that change and success will come forward. The fifth habit of self made billionaires is mastering time management. This is key. I cannot overemphasize this. They understand the importance of leveraging time to work more efficiently. There's a concept called penny wise, dollar foolish. Let's say you want to wash your car. It might take you 3 hours, to do it. But instead of spending that time, you could hire someone to do it for you and spend your time doing something more productive. This frees you up to focus on tasks that will bring in greater returns. Similarly, leveraging time means using AI tools to streamline your process of your business generally. For instance, tools like Gmail integrations with AI can help you manage emails without spending all your time on them. The second way to leverage time is by hiring and, of course, training others to take on tasks that don't require your personal input. Remember, training is key because you have to doctor them to do what you want. When you delegate work, you multiply your time because now, with a capable team, you can focus on the high value tasks that truly moves the needle in your business. This buys you more time to do what you're profitable doing it. A great strategy for time management is using a table or calendar to organize and block out your tasks. This way you can stay on track, focus on one task at a time, and avoid wasting time or even task switching, which can disrupt your flow. Time blocking, I cannot explain how important it is because it helps you maintain momentum. And once you get into that flow, time tends to fly by. Your time is the most precious asset, so make sure you're using it wisely. The sixth habit is that self made millionaires wake up very early in the morning. This doesn't mean you should sacrifice sleep because you need that to stay sane. Quality rest is important, but waking up early gives you a head start on your day. If you're used to staying up late, try adjusting your bedtime by about 15 minutes to 30 minutes earlier each night until you're going to bed earlier and waking up with more time to be productive in the day. The early hours, especially between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m., are when many millionaires, get their most important work done. Personally, I start my day by checking and responding to emails. It's my quiet time. It's a quiet time with no interruptions, allowing me to focus and build momentum. Some people recommend, starting your morning with exercise or a cold plunge, and while that can be beneficial, the key is to tackle your most important task first. Once you build momentum, it becomes easier to stay productive throughout the day. And by waking up early, you're essentially adding an extra hour to your day, which over time accumulates into valuable additional hours for achieving your goals. The seventh habit is that self made millionaires seek out mentors and coaches. If you want to succeed, learning from the right people is crucial. My mentors, Spectacular Smith and John Lee, for example, when I started in real estate, my first mentor was William Susunde. I didn't have to pay him any money, but some people have had to pay money, which might, sometimes be a lot. But the knowledge people gain, you can never put money on it. I have a friend who paid about 15,000, and the knowledge he gained, helped him learn how to do investor funding. With this strategy, he didn't need his own capital to start investing in real estate. Instead, he and also taught me how to use investor money to finance the purchase of properties that were undervalued. And the profit came from buying below market value. Investing in mentorship is one of the fastest ways to accelerate your learning and avoid costly mistakes. Because you might think you're saving money, but at the end of the day, if you make a mistake, that could be very costly. You just not save money. Let's say a property is worth 100,000 and you manage to buy it for 80,000 with someone else's money. Once you sell it for the full 100,000, you pay back the investor and you're left with $20,000 profit. This is how you can leverage other people's money to create wealth. A mentor is someone who shows you the path you need to take, helps you get there faster. And a coach is someone who helps guide you through the process, ensuring you stay on track, holds you accountable, and continue to progress. The key here is that you don't need to have to reinvent the wheel. These days we work smart, not hard. Many people try to figure everything out on their own. That's a bad approach. But it's pointed to doing that when you're there and the people who have already achieved the success that you want, why not take advantage of that? Instead of spending years trying to figure it out, you can simply ask someone who has already done it. You can ask for the roadmap, even if you have to pay a token. This is why successful people invest in mentors and coaches to help them get to their goals faster. They help you shortcut the process and avoid expensive mistakes. Now, success is not a straight line. It's not a straightforward process. It's a series of ups and downs and detours. As you work towards your goals, whether it's in business, relationships, health, finance, or even personal development, you face up challenges. It's just natural. But the important thing is to keep moving. Don't stop. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. And that's where the mentorship and coaching comes in. I've recently been working with a mentor on my practice to improve my mental clarity, and it's made a significant difference in my work. No matter what area you're looking to improve, there's someone who's done that before. There's someone out there who has already accomplished what you're trying to do. And you can learn from their experience. There's really no need to reinvent the wheels. If you're interested in learning from me, I regularly run events and workshops, that are open to my community. I believe that when the tide rises, all ships rise together. And I want to help everyone in my community level up. The eighth habit of self made millionaires is the ability to see the trends. You need to keep an eye on emerging technologies and market shifts. You cannot pay blind eyes to that. Right now, trends like AI, artificial intelligence, cryptocurrency, blockchain, and Web3 are leading the way. These are areas where raw opportunities are arising every day. For example, think about the story of Uber. The founder simply had an idea of using a smartphone to call a car, something that was done manually by traditional taxi companies. Now, guess what? He revolutionized the industry. A lot of restaurants started using him to deliver food to customers. But we didn't have the tech to scale it at the time. If these people had the tools like no code or low code software platforms back then, they could have easily built something similar to Uber. With platforms like bubble.io, you can create apps without needing to know how to code, which even makes it easier. Opens up huge opportunities to build businesses or create solutions that did not exist before. Technology is moving at a rapid pace, and if you can tap into trends early, you can stay ahead of the curve. Social media is evolving too, and now we're seeing the rise of decentralized finance and social finance. In the future, you might even get paid to watch content, not the other way around. Have you thought about that? For example, there's an app called, I believe, We Are Aid that allows you to earn by watching ads. You can then take the earnings and spend them on everyday things and expenses like your phone bill. Understanding and adapting to these emerging trends will give you the edge in building a future proof businesses. Now, the ninth habit of self made millionaires is the speed of implementation. No procrastination. One of the biggest mistakes people make is in learning is learning something that's new, but then not taking action on it, procrastinating. They buy a self-help book and read it, and they just put it on the shelf. That's called shelf development. You never actually implement what you've learned. Millionaires don't have that problem. They learn and they act. They take what they've learned and apply it immediately. I have friends who are billionaires, and when I give them advice or share an idea with them, they take action the next week, some of them even the next day. I've helped a lot of people build wealth through real estate. They don't waste time, they get things done immediately. And sometimes that immediate action is what makes them millions. If you want to speed up your own success, always ask, what's next? What's the next step in the process? If you have a meeting or a conversation about an idea, instead of just, talking, make sure that you're talking and taking actionable steps. If you implement something fast, no matter how small, no matter how small, even small actions will compound and lead to big results over time. Think of it like planting seeds. If you plant one seed and you wait 10 years, you'll have one tree. But if you plant 1,000 seeds, over time, you'll have more like a forest. The key is consistency and speed. Every small action feeds into the next one and the next one. And over time, it compounds to massive growth. This is why speed of implementation is crucial. What worked 5 or 10 years ago may not be as effective today. It might not be as efficient today, especially with how quickly technology is evolving on a daily basis. Remember how we were able to capitalize on Facebook advertising when it was still new? We were early adopters, and by moving fast, we generated millions of dollars. But as more people caught on, the landscape changed. And we had to adapt again. The lesson here is to implement ideas and strategies before they become mainstream, before everybody knows about it. Even monetizing YouTube. Be the first to move, and you'll be able to reap the rewards early before everyone catches on to it. In summary, if you want to succeed at a high level, you need to adopt the habits of self-made millionaires. Get mentors, coaches, paid help. Spot emerging trends and take fast, consistent action. Whether you're looking to build wealth, grow a business, or improve your own personal life, these habits will give you the leverage you need to move faster and smarter towards your goals. The 10th habit of self-made millionaires is having multiple streams of income. You'd be surprised how many streams I have to live the kind of life that I live. This is perhaps the most important habit on the list because it is something that all successful people I know have mastered. They don't rely on just one income source. They diversify their earnings across different assets and income streams. I've met billionaires who generate income from real estate, some from dividends, investments, bonds and stocks, and their own businesses. Diversifying your income is essential to financial security and growth. Listen, if you got value from this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video. It gives me the energy to keep making content and showing you guys how I built my wealth. I'm more than happy to share, but I have to see engagement. Till I get to meet you guys again next time, God bless you all and stay well. Bye-bye now.